Legend of Total War here with part 29 of my Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play campaign as the Karling Dynasty Empire of Francia. Alright, so previously we conquered quite a considerable amount of the Byzantine Empire as some of the regions and governors, the counts of those regions had become Catholic, allowing me to just basically make the Pope give me a claim. So we're approaching near the end of the campaign now. There's really not a lot left to conquer. Let's have a look. None of our lords really give us any strife. We've got plenty of soldiers, so we can certainly afford to go back to war with the Byzantine Empire. They're kind of bankrupt. Alright, let's have a look. So all of this is for fighting for someone else. I don't want to do that. I own the kingdoms of both Greece and Bulgaria. Looks like, yeah, the Bavarians want to take that. I already decreed that that's supposed to be part of Wallachia, but I don't really care that much. It's becoming too difficult to maintain exactly what I wanted. So there's Nicaea. Let's see. We'll go for that one. It almost doesn't even matter about prestige, it grows so quickly. So I don't care about breaking a non-aggression pact or two, well, a truce, or not. I just want these territories. So we've got 57,000 men there, 33,000 men there. Way more than the Byzantines are going to be able to field. I'm still surprised that they're able to field 16,000 men. I think it has something to do with the fact that they've hired mercenaries. They've got at least one mercenary company. Which is probably why they keep losing so much cash. By all means, let them stay there. Don't go and fight their armies because it's completely bankrupting their country. And the more bankrupt they become, I think... Let me see here. Because I've taken away all of his personal demesnes, except for one. The more bankrupt they become, the more likely their lords will want independence. And independent lords will be much easier to pull away and conquer. But at the same time, war can be quite profitable. The more settlements they capture, you know, there's gold in that. How old are you now? 73, so yeah, he should be dying pretty soon. Probably, definitely within this episode at some point. Really should use the shortcut more. And we weakened the Byzantine Empire just by that small amount. Good, let's hand over to me. And I'll hand that over to you. Making us stronger and them weaker. There's got to be at least one mercenary, because that mercenary company is quite large. Oops. Okay. I wonder if I should just go back to war with them again. Because these settlements here, of course, they haven't recovered their garrisons yet. Since I put this person in power, surely they like me. What if we were to offer vassalization? Yeah, I'd need to be their de jure liege to do that. Which I am not. However, she's Catholic. So I can put a claim on this. So I'll claim it for myself. Let's do this. So we're with the Byzantine Empire, but that's just because it's in the defensive pact. It joins every one of my wars against me. Which is part of the reason why we need to take it out. Despite it being a pain to do so. Have crusades fairly soon. Are there new kingdoms that I can create that? Let me just see. I don't see any... A kingdom of Cyprus needs to be... Oh, hang on, this is a titular kingdom. Okay, never mind. No one's going to create that. Good. And then we'll, of course, hand this over to you. So let's see, who else can we smash? There's these guys up here. I did say that we were going to expand this way, but it's such a pain out here. There's so much attrition. Maybe I should focus more on where I can actually get troops, like over here. Maybe just keep dealing with the Byzantine Empire. Let me see here now. It looks like this region here can be claimed. Yes, I could claim this. But I could have done that anyway. The whole point of it is so that we can get claims on multiple regions at a time. And now that I've got a claim on it, even if this guy goes Orthodox again, I'll still have that claim. This is also... See, now I could take 2 regions in a war by pressing all claims. Another thing that we perhaps should do is lower the moral authority of the Byzantine Church by taking their holy sites. So I think the next war, I'll go for this one here. Okay, looks like the Wallachians are in the middle of a revolt now. Oh well. I don't need their forces, we'll be fine. Thanks to Bavaria, we've already got 11%. And they're smart to come up here and fight, rather than down this way. Because like they could beat that Byzantine army, but it will recover faster than them. Although Bavaria, it seems to me, like, would be a larger kingdom than the Byzantine Empire at this point. So looking at them, their debts are getting pretty severe. Constant state of war. So this region's good to come and hit because there's so many holdings in it. Lots of war score. Oh, wasn't actually part of the treasury. Oh well. Okay, they'll probably surrender now. Oh, they already have. Good. So that should lower the moral authority of the Byzantine... of Greek Orthodox. That's what we're trying to do here. So if we were to have a look at that, let me just see. I go over here. Moral authority 50.1. Alright, now we'll try and take... Is this part of Greece? Let me just check. It's not. I don't have the Kingdom of Anatolia. How much more do I need to get it? I only need like a couple more regions. Alright, let's see what else I can do. So that's part of... Alright, we'll press the claim for both things then. So they still got plenty of prestige. And what good is the prestige if we don't spend it? And what more worthy of a thing to spend it on than killing Byzantines? You should stop doing that. Right, so if you go down here, you should be able to defeat that army. So he's no longer fighting the Wallachians. Sort of to be expected. Okay, so rooting for the Bavarians there, obviously. Okay, they should be surrendering any moment now. There they go. Okay, so there we go. 2 regions that belong to us. Hand that over to you. Now, can I create the kingdom of... Yes, I can. Good. And by creating this... that gives me claim over everything within this area, because it's de jure my realm. So more wars to fight, basically. But wars have enriched us and impoverished the Byzantines. Look at that, minus 500, just about. Now, if I was to... I could lay claim to this here. What would happen when I take it? Do we just simply overthrow this particular king? I don't know, let's find out. Alright, let's see. Because that's their last area. So I'm curious to see what'll happen to it. I mean, what I think is going to happen is that he'll just he'll take someone else's fief. But again, that should cause discontent amongst his other lords. So he's only got 6,000 men now. 9,000 men. Can usurp the emirate? No, that's up to him to go and take. Okay, we've taken the war goal area. That's already worth 65%. That's good. This will get us the rest of the way there. Okay, they've already surrendered. I just don't hear that notification. It's coming in quietly. So, what happened to the Empire now? So we just outright annexed it. All the way out there. But that region there shouldn't be very rich at all. So good luck paying off your debts with that fucking turd of a region. Okay, I'm not seeing any Catholic lords out this way at the moment. Okay, this region here needs to be handed over to you. We have the potential now to kick the Byzantine Empire completely out of... Hang on. All the way out. Everything west of here can be taken. Can I create the Kingdom of Georgia yet? Not yet. We need maybe one more region from it. Okay, so overall, how much strength do they have? I mean, they're still just hemorrhaging. They've actually got no income. Look at that. Talk about going bankrupt. Don't know how the crown's going to pay for all that. Maybe you should sell off this magnificent painting to me. Suppose there's no option to buy it off him. Well, the Baginids, they're completely gone now. Yeah, fuck off. So how much damage did they do here? They only just arrived. Got plenty of cash, which is good. Got an incredibly rich realm that's economy is thriving. And we've got plenty of reserve money should I need it. What's my personal troops numbers? At 12,000. It's not too bad. Could be better though. So yeah, I pay an upkeep of... Oh, okay, that's inaccurate because I have to pay for them. Yeah, 5.8. Monthly income 69.24. It's pretty good. Bavaria still hasn't won out here yet. So how many troops can the Byzantines muster? Only 7,000 now. That's far less of a cock block than it was before. And now you're starting to make some money. Yeah, because you must have only recently conquered this. Just trying to see what else I can do. Maybe I can start taking on Norway. Alright, let's do that. It's just for that one region there. We're not close enough to them to declare war on their territory out here. Alright, how many troops can I muster from you? See, that's not very many. I mean, he's going to be loyal to me for a long time, but... From Afghanistan we could muster... Sorry, not Afghanistan. From Persia can muster 38,000 troops. Okay, well that's good. Alright, let's take these guys on with that. Why can't I declare war? Must have a valid casus belli. Why? Oh, you're Catholic. Okay, well that makes things easier. We got plenty of piety. I'll just claim the whole thing in one go. Now I have decreed that all of this will belong to Turkestan. Persia is strong enough now. But this guy here is actually a Muslim. Well, whatever. I'll just have to press whatever claims I can. Good, Poland managed to get that region away from Austrasia. Good to see, because Poland is obviously not quite as strong as it should be. But then again, Australia conquered all of this themselves. They didn't take it away from Poland. Yeah. So I would expect nothing less than to take some attrition out here, especially with 38,000 men. But that's okay. We'll capture all this stuff quickly. Okay, which one would be better to take? It's basically the same. Okay, so he finally just died there. Emperor Swiggity Dick. Alright, now. We gotta put a stop to this. Now, how old are you? 37. Okay, it's time for you to get married and have a son. You should, yeah, get married. Find someone with high stewardship. She looks good. Okay, what else? So go into hiding. Well, if I die, my heir is the King of Andalusia, so it's not the end of the world. Although he only has daughters. Must be his cousin or something. Well, whatever. I'm not bothering too much about sorting all this shit out. Oh, we lost the claims. Oh, that's fucked. Oh well. Yes, give me wealth. Alright, now I don't need to have a son right now. So let's see. Maybe improve stewardship. Okay, so you can see here the kingdom split up, but Sind still owns the majority of it. It's fine, I can't be bothered tidying it up. I don't really care. Let India sort out its own problems from now. As long as they pay me tribute, the 10% of their income, and if I call upon them to war, they give me their full levy. So all of that cost me 10,000 men, and I didn't even get what I wanted. So I can't declare war because I don't have the valid casus belli. We don't have much piety now. See, we could attack some of these guys out here. They're just like single region fuckers. Holy war, give us some piety. What happened here? What the hell's Italy doing? Well, I guess that's actually kind of okay, because I can levy 13,000 men from it. Ah, two separate fucking wars. Alright, I think we can do this. Actually, you should keep their forces separate. They'll just end up taking too much attrition. So who's Sweden at war with? Polish Holy War for Samagosia. He's winning. Well, that's good. Yeah, it's going to take them ages to get there. So, how have we already lost 5%? Occupation of Emisos. Emisos is this it here? No, it's Epirus. Is this Emisos? Okay. So let's put a stop to that. Just waiting for these guys to get a little bit closer before I send him in. Alright, send him in. Keep them locked in place until they get there. So we get small amounts of attrition out here, but that's okay. It happens. Okay, we're getting close to... very close to be able to invest in Majesty. Now, we weren't able to get to Absolute Crown Authority last time, so let's try it this time. We need 2,000 votes. That's going to take a while. Oh, the motherfucker got away. And while we are at war with them, might as well go and raid their territory. I mean, it's not costing me anything. Kind of hoping for a daughter. It's better for him to have a son at around the age, probably 45. Because we want to have a young king. We haven't had a young king in a while. Good, plundering their cities for 30 gold. Just wait for him to get down to there. Because I want to crush his armies. Who's that? The King of Poland was slain. Well, luckily he's got plenty of heirs, so that's alright. And the war continues. Yeah, these regions aren't that well defended. Well, that was some pretty severe attrition, but at least we're here now. Okay, the Kingdom of Cumania can be created. Wait, what? Otherwise, I need to do it or else someone else will do it. Yeah, that's the only one I needed to be worried about. That's fine. Look at all those goddamn kingdom titles. King of Anatolia, King of Burgundy, King of Pomerania, King of Kassala. Wow, jeez, 23% attrition. We almost can't even fight up out here. We've lost half of our men. We're getting pretty close to 4,000 holdings now as well. I think that. Oh shit. It doesn't matter. Just don't have to keep them busy. I lost a lot of troops. Guess it doesn't really matter. It's all just levies. Try and capture these regions quickly, so we just get that war score that we need. Because my forces are so diminished out here. This is why I said it's not so good to fight out this way because of the. Okay, good. Now that army's about to get wiped out. Ah shit. Also, we've got to assign auto-assign commands. Got to do that with each new reign. Shit. I can't seem to take that one. Good, he surrenders. God damn it, we sent near more than 40,000 men, and that's all that's remained. And that's just because of attrition. But it's weakened the resistance up this way, and it will strengthen our kingdom of Turkestan. I suppose another thing that I could do is actually invest in these regions by building new holdings. It'll make it easier for me to actually sustain more troops up this way as well. And we've got tons of money, so why not? With castles, they'll be able to provide me with a greater levy. Yeah, we won't go and attack them again anytime soon. Not just yet. It's a good thing Italy was there. I might not have been able to do that without it. Might have had to draw in troops from elsewhere. What's going on out here? How the fuck did the kingdom... Oh, right. The kingdom split up. Right. Oh, God. Doesn't matter. It made Africa powerful, and it's made Persia... So when I levied troops, it was actually... Wait, hang on. I levied 35,000 last time from Persia. But Africa's taken a huge chunk of their territory. It's a complete fucking mess. Just there's no tidying things up at this point. So people aren't particularly content. Okay, the King of Sind. He's my most powerful lord. He's got 35,000 men. I need to make sure he's always on my side. We've got a diplomat there sorting things out. What's his problem? Humble versus proud. If I award him just some useless shit. And send him a gift. Fine. That'll get him out of there and back into my side. So we have to keep our dignitary there, keeping him constantly under our control, because I don't have any more territory to give him. Actually, yes I do. This stuff over here. Like, I could retract this vassal. It's not worth it. No bother. Anyway, if they revolt against me, I can levy troops from there. I'm somehow related to this guy. Ginger with this brown person. Well, you know, there's mixed genes. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as the culture is French, that's all that matters. Okay, so if I was to levy these troops again, let's have a look. 14,000 troops available there. Are you paranoid or something? Alright, so how many troops can I get from them? 17,000 from Persia, and from Africa I could get not very many. Why does Africa not provide me with their levies? Because he doesn't particularly like me. He's over his vassal limit. If I award him just a worthless honorary title and send him a gift, well, I'm not paying that much. Byzantines are in revolt. Alright, so he's managed to pay off some of his debts. I don't know how he managed to do that. We want to keep him completely in debt. Hopefully some of these revolts here are for... They just want to become the Byzantine Emperor. They don't want independence. So this region here, it's still Orthodox, right? This region here is going back to being Catholic. That's good. Not seeing any other Catholic regions here yet. Well, the thing is, it doesn't have to be a Catholic region. We're just looking for Catholic governors. Seems like a waste to try and even find one. Right, where do we want to hit next? So how many troops can I expect from you now? Still not very many. I mean, the lands out here is shit, so really can't expect much out of him. What's his income? Yeah, it's not very good. We got plenty of heirs, so that's good. So you got two factions called Altai. Well, these guys should be pretty easy to kill because it's just one region. What's this? I wouldn't worry about it. Leave the peasants alone. We don't need the riches. Okay, I think Italy can do this on his own. Okay, good. We got a son, which means we need to divorce her. Because multiple sons will mean the splitting of all my titles. Can't have that. It's working well, this whole thing of like just marrying old women afterwards, or even not even marrying at all. So let's have a look. See if we can find... Oops. So his mother, must be a motherfucker. Is she any good? Not really, but whatever. I'm gonna marry a 59-year-old. This is how we do things. We only want one son. And even if our son dies, we could just marry some young bitch and get her pregnant as quickly as possible. I know, I'm such a paragon of what's it called? Equality of the sexes, aren't I? Well, what can I say? It's the 11th century AD. Don't expect anything from me. Those are just the times. Gotta do what I can for the good of the people. And what's good for the people is not having the kingdom split up into 5 parts. As much as we go to war all the time, there are actually fewer wars in total now, because most of the realm is completely at peace, even when we're at war. Like, how often do you think raiders, anyone in Iberia here, gets raided? Like, it never happens anymore. These people have generations of people that have lived completely in peace. Well, hopefully that's just pretty much all the resistance that's actually going to show up this way. I don't really care what they're doing. The Marshal. Actually, it doesn't matter. So just having a look at these these empires of mine. Oh, sorry, no, I've only owned one empire. So that's the de jure Empire of Francia. We've held on to all of these areas here for 100 years at least. How long has the game been going for? 300 years. There's still 400 years to go. We've passed now the point of where I think the campaign would have started. I think it was 1054, is that right? I don't know. So I knew they could do it on their own. All of that just for one region. But, you know, it wasn't difficult to take. I'm gonna attack these guys again. Things are getting a bit too quiet. What happened there? How come that didn't get taken? It looked like Bavaria was gonna win. Alright, if you've got... Come on. If you've got gold, you should be paying that to the crown, not the other way around. Alright, let's claim this one here, just because it's... I don't know. Literally, I'm doing this arbitrarily. It's the first one on the list. Okay, so it looks like the Emperor of Sind, oh sorry, I shouldn't say Emperor, the King of Sind, he's well under our control now. As long as the Chancellor continues to keep him happy, at any point in time I can levy his 40,000 troops. That's very nice. Good, just smash up the region. Oh wait, I inherited a whole bunch of stuff, it looks like it. Oh, that's right, I built this stuff up here. So... these need to be handed over to him. And if he wants to create new vassals out of it, so be it. So if we're fighting out this way, we don't take as much attrition, but also, you know, it's probably not going to pay me back, the 250, but it's still not a problem. Increases my holdings by 4. Okay, they should be surrendering soon. There we go. Small region, small unimportant region, but still need to be taken away from the Byzantine Empire. Alright, where are we going next? So there's Ugra up here. This is supposed to be part of Turkestan as well. Could take that whole thing. Let me just see. If we called upon Armenia's help, they get 3,000 men there. How many troops would Ugra have? Not many. These is a tribal, somewhat tribal. That's a castle. It's not very strong though. This guy, he doesn't like me a lot, so let's try and make him happy, so that he gives me more of his garrison. I should say more of his levy. Okay, so how much are you gonna give me now? Okay, it's a little bit better, not really worth what I paid. Because otherwise reinforcements will take quite some time to get there. And I might actually give this to Armenia, because... well, they've already taken all of this themselves. If Armenia wants to conquer, like, majority of this, I'm fine with that. Turkestan's already quite large, it's just not very powerful. Okay, that was actually a bit larger than it said it was going to give us, so that's good. And we'll bring Italy... oh, he's having a bit of a revolt. Alright, good. Finish up there. I guess you need to be greedy in order to get some money out of them. Okay, should be able to capture this easily with the 4,000 men. Should I wait for them? I think so. Because they only outnumber them 4 to 1. I don't want to take too many captures because we still have to take this region here as well. Fucking raiders everywhere. Their time will come. As soon as I'm able to do crusades, I'll go and wreck them. Starting with Sweden. I mean, I could take them on now. It's just I think there's richer lands for me to conquer. I have to capture both of these regions as quickly as possible. Don't know how that's going to work. It's a castle with... I've only got 16. And then again, these guys should be arriving soon. Excuse me. Alright, who is this? Syria. Well, I don't really care. As long as they're not revolting against me, it doesn't bother me. But also, as long as one king does not own too many kingdoms, that would be very bad. Especially if they decide to rise up against me. You should stay there first. Retake this region. Okay, the actual garrison here is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. So let's take this and be done with it. Looks like I didn't actually end up needing Italy's reinforcements. So get it straight to 100% because all of their territories are occupied. Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take this and the shitty territory that goes with it. And we'll give it to Armenia because they've done a good job. They've taken all of this themselves. And I didn't even give them much to begin with. So everything east of this point here will belong to Turkestan. Everything west of it, well, I don't know. We'll see how we go. And like I said before, most of this land out here is just trash. It's just full of tribes. That's good. So this region here is now owned by Poland. It was supposed to be, I think, owned by Bavaria. Let me just check. No, Austrasia, but I'm not fussing about that stuff anymore. So Perm up here, these guys have become Catholic. They're all Catholic now as well. Alright, let's continue our expansion east of Turkestan. Swiggity Dick the Wise. Such a silly name. Okay, let's press all of our claims against these Bedouin fucks. They belong to me. Persia should be enough to deal with it, 18,000 men. But I think I'll send in Italy as well, just... It'll be good to split our forces up. Someone go up over here, someone down there. Just looking for something else to do in the meantime. Not seeing anything. Focusing on conquering all of this. Which is... I mean, we don't have to worry about, I guess, our eastern frontier. However, within about 150 years, we'll be taking the full might of the Mongols onto ourselves. Because this is where they show up from. And the thing is... Because I've dealt with them before, it's actually very hard to prepare for them because you can't just put like 100,000 men on the border because they'll take tons of attrition, whereas the Mongol forces don't really take attrition. At least that's how it was years ago when I played it. But, you know, what they ended up doing, they come with heaps of troops, they end up conquering a kingdom or two, and then you fight them back after their armies diminish. Because they start off with a bunch of free armies that they basically don't have to pay for, and that also don't replenish. Like retinue armies. I guess it would be best to just have our armies there to weaken them as much as possible. I mean, in 150 years, we might already own the world. And the Aztecs sort of have a similar thing. Although I expect sometime around now the Seljuks are supposed to show up. I don't really care if they don't. We took a lot of damage on that. I want to take another chunk of the Byzantine Empire out. Obviously after this war is over. Is there anyone else that's become Catholic? Nope. Let's have a look at the culture. Not seeing any... Oh, there's a little bit of French out here. You know, it takes time for it all to become French. Look at these Bretons. I can't believe they've been here the entire time. Surely they're not still Bretons here. I guess they're just resisting the cultural change. These actually aren't that bad of a territory out here. You know, compared to the tribal shit up north, this isn't so bad. So I've got hold of all 3 regions, hand that over to you. So this over here, if I was to do a holy war for Khotan, could I get the whole thing in one go? But, you know, they've got a fragmented empire. And I did say I wanted to take another chunk out of the Byzantine Empire. They're nowhere near as much of a threat as they used to be. They used to be able to field 20,000 men against us. Now only 5,000. Which region's this? Oh, tiny one over there. Yep, I'll conquer that. So it's almost recovered over here. Okay, we've got dangerous factions. Maybe we should do something about that. So, the King of Aquitaine is always very powerful. He also kind of sucks. I'll do something to keep him happy and then just get rid of... Just go... Leave me alone. Aquitaine's being quite badly mismanaged. Look at it. It's sort of falling apart. Well, like I said, I don't care anymore. As long as they don't revolt. You know, I did my best to try and keep things tidy, but now it's just fucking impossible. Okay, they're getting pretty close to surrender. How about you just move out? Yeah. Oh, wait, they're already surrendering. Didn't even see it. So, just transfer that vassal over here. Alright, so what do we think? Should we take out another chunk of the Byzantine Empire? Let's have a look. Or should we focus more over here? Still a lot more to conquer. More of this. Okay, so it's actually no. Oh, there's a few tribes up this way, but all of this around here is okay. In the Kingdom of Khotan. What's going on here? Third Armenian Holy War for Perm. Oh, they're attacking. Hey, you can't take a territory away from my lands without also declaring war on me. How dare you? Who is this? Fuck you. I'll holy war straight back for you. How dare they defy me? I'll show them. So we'll back our vassal up here. He doesn't seem to be winning. Retake his territories for him, and we'll also give him this region. And it's only one region, so it'll be very easy to win this. It's actually surprising how a one region faction could take this from Armenia in the first place. Oh, Armenia's all the way down here. What the fuck are they doing down there? Well, it doesn't matter. Better to be on an attacking war, because that way we actually gain something at the end of it. Good. Let's get over there and win this for us. Why do we only have 500 men in that? Is that how much I got from Turkestan? Oh, he doesn't like me very much. That's weird, because didn't I give him some his successor must have been the one I gave it to. Must have died. So his predecessor, not successor. So they'll get their 19th of April, you get their 9th of April. Good. Because I don't want them interfering with this. We need to capture this before they do anything about it. God damn it. They've lost half their army just getting there. Even in our own territory, they just take too much attrition. 10,000. A severe winter doesn't help. Alright, there we go. War's won. It's a shit region. But it's more about getting rid of an enemy. What I'll do here, let me just see. I'll hold on to this and convert it. Since we've got the limit, it's fine. See, the Australians are doing a really good job here, expanding on top of these pagans without me having to do anything about it. Oh, Danish revolt. We could take that quite easily. Alright, let's do that. And this is owned by Sind, so then I get 45,000 troops to show up. So, how much, where is Tengri? Moral Authority 7. Where is it? Who's still Tengri? The region's Tengri, but not the Lord. I just want to know what the Moral Authority was. I just don't want to deal with them. Dilemmas that... It's not even a dilemma, just the thing that's not going to do anything for me. Yeah. Funny, I thought we'd take more attrition than that with 57,000 men here, but that's fine. I think I'll hand this territory over to Austrasia. I don't know. What if we found a new lord? And made a king of Denmark. There's more. Hang on. You need to go over this way. So the problem here is that these regions don't provide a whole lot of war score. Get them over here. We're getting the recurring war score by just having captured that. Shouldn't need to conquer all their territory. The great thing about having done this, though, no defensive pact to worry about. But that being said, even a defensive pact wouldn't be able to do much against us. Maybe it's time to start conquering the Norse. Because this is just giving us a clear indication that they aren't going to be able to do much against us. And by getting rid of the Norse, will put a stop to these raids. So the wife just died. Okay, good, they surrender. Can't be bothered getting those guys back home, just let them make their own way home. I can't be bothered getting another wife right now. Okay, so we gained a small region over here. Okay, it's already Catholic, so this will be able to be converted. And then I'll find a new lord, and I'll make them the King of Denmark, once I've usurped it. See, that's being transferred into the Kingdom of Denmark, but it's barely even started yet. Once we've captured this area here, which I'll do next... Let's do that now, actually. I only got half the troops now, but that's okay. Still more than enough to deal with them. Gotta be quick, because who knows how long this revolt's gonna last. There's another revolt going on. Oh, the war ended. Never mind. Maybe we could just outright go to war with Denmark. Actually, that would be better. I end up with the whole province that way. But of course, we're calling in the defensive pact against us this time. Oh well. I'm gonna have half the soldiers because I disbanded them badly. But it's fine. I don't need that many. They just end up taking attrition anyway. So I haven't called upon Andalusia in a while. I probably don't need them, but I want this to happen quickly. So I want that kingdom title, so that I can... I'll eventually create all of this as the Kingdom of Denmark. But of course we'll need to find a new lord to play a part. And we can't let them be a tribal lord either, because they're nothing but problems. So this will have to be converted. Well, as soon as this is built, it'll be able to be converted into a castle region. Now that's also de jure part of Denmark, but I'm not going to fight for it. I don't really care. Yeah, best you come over here. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so their revolt's over. Or area to go and attack now. As I said before, these regions are all shit. So trying to occupy them can be a bit difficult. Especially when taking lots of attrition, so I really need to split my forces up as much as possible. It's high time that these Norse receive a reckoning for all the raiding that they've done for the past 200 years. It's time for them to go away. Be incorporated into the Empire of France. Shit, you're not gonna win that. So far, so good. So, if we're going to create a new kingdom, Kingdom of Denmark, it could be Denmark, Sweden, Norway, and Finland. Makes sense. Empire of Scandinavia. Because each of my kingdoms are pretty much emperors anyway. And I'm the Emperor of Emperors. Actually, that's a lot of men. Need to get down there. Where are they going? They're heading over this way. Okay, so good. This can be converted. Upgrade that. Okay, we're at 71%. I might actually need some more levies. Where else is... Oh, they have some territory out here and over this way. Definitely don't want to send my retinue armies in attrition areas. Just end up costing me a lot of money when we come in this way. Okay, we're going to win that. That's good. Since we've got all of this, I mean, they might end up capturing it soon, but it's getting us recurring war score. Well, I'm not sure that they're actually going to win that. I'll have to send reinforcements. Oh, I didn't even see it. I think trying to get them back home they'll end up just taking too much attrition. I'm not going to go levy them anytime soon. Alright, so these regions over here, are they... I need to sort this out. I can't be too far over my limit. Okay, this one here is Catholic. There's 4 regions in this one here. Am I really just going to hold on to this for the entire time? While I try and fix them up? I guess I could. So that's already a stone hill fort, just needs to be converted to Catholicism. Maybe now's a good time to get married. Try and find someone with good stewardship. An old woman, that is. She's reasonable. Alright, well, how old is she? It's time for these to enter the feudal age. Now, I also have to find someone who's not going to have anything inherited, so they can become the King of Denmark. Now, can I actually usurp that Kingdom of Denmark? Yes, I can. I'll take that. Good, and it split them all up into different factions as well. Excellent. Alright, now, like I said, I've got to find someone. So I'll look towards my kings and see who has nothing to inherit. This guy apparently has nothing to inherit. Why are you... Well, you're Karling Dynasty. This dynasty was in power, and then somehow we got back into power without me having to do anything. So he's going to inherit everything, apparently. Right, I'm going to give it to you, because I can't be bothered looking for something else. And guess what? You're going to become the King of Denmark. And I will assign yourself guardianship to me. Oops. Okay, we're still over our limit by 4. But some of these regions will convert soon. Actually, just this one. Because all we have to do is... I have to wait 2 years. That's fine, I just won't expand in the meantime. Well, I won't gain any more tribal settlements. It will create resentment amongst my vassals. Okay, this one here is Catholic, so yeah, we just need to wait for this to build. That won't take too long. It's only 3 over our limit now. So who could we kill in the meantime? Well, we're over an hour and a half. I'll keep going for a bit longer though. To 198,000 out of 166,000. Maybe just wait a little while. What's this going to take? That will take, yeah, 2 years. This one here is... Oh wait, that other region became Catholic. So as soon as this one here becomes Catholic, it can be converted to a castle region. So what are the odds that that's going to happen? 12% per year. Okay, so let's just hope we don't have to wait 10 years for that. I mean, really, some of these regions should convert, even without having to have the Pope there, or whoever, the chaplain, I mean. This will be done soon. Because the thing is, a tribal region is just not worth anything to me. Converting it to a castle region makes it a lot more valuable, even if I'm handing it to someone else. You know, it's one of my vassals. Could also build some new holdings over here to give him a little bit more power. I don't think it's crucial though. Okay, good. Now this region can be turned into a castle. It didn't get the temple. Well, it doesn't matter. I still got one free holding with it. And now I'm only 2 over my limit. I've had a bit of time to rest. Time to go back to war with the Byzantine Empire and take more of their territory. Looks like a bunch of people are going up against them. The Count of Constantinople. Fine. Alright, let's see. What are we going to go for next? Yeah, let's go for luck here. So we're just going to build over here in our territory. That's the last one for a little while it seems, but that's fine. Can we get out of that again? Yep, that's fine. Easy to forget this tiny little region over here. So the rate of economic technology growth is actually pretty good. Same with cultural increase. Okay, so we can now get Majesty 5. So it is possible for us to become an imperial administration, but it's going to be difficult because I have to convince 2,000 people. Or to get 2,000 votes. No, we only need to get 1,000 votes, I only need half of them. I don't want to bribe that many people. It's just cost a fortune. I don't really need the imperial administration right now, because what it provides is Increased vassal limit, but, you know, feudal vassal opinions reduced. Wasn't even really trying it in this war. And we'll hand that over to you. Good. Weakening the Byzantine Empire even further. They really don't have a whole lot left. Because the territory up this way, north of Georgia, it's not worth anything. It's shitty territory. Low grade. All of this, you know, has been developed for hundreds of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds or thousands of years. So right now, this is probably one of the smallest kingdoms in the world, but he's going to inherit these as soon as they're ready for him. Because if I give it to them now, he'll just appoint some tribal vassal there and won't convert it. And the tribal vassal is just not going to be of any value to us. We could claim this now. How many troops can we expect from Armenia? A little bit. And how many can I get from you? Yeah, not much. Persia, and it'll take them a while to get there, but that's fine. I don't think there's any rush on this war. So the pagans must be under a lot of pressure. They're being squashed from the west and from the east by Francia. So are you still massively bankrupt? Not massively bankrupt, but you know, they're... His treasury hasn't been in the black in a long time. Oh, dude, you're a racist. Yeah. It'd be pretty funny if people did actually say that. Just using economic terms. And the black means not in debt. That's what it means. As opposed to in the red. In the red you're in debt, in the black you're not. So for example, USA currently has a treasury in the red. Not a good thing to be. Then again, so does Australia. We're in the red as well. Much better to be in the black. One of the reasons why I don't vote. Because our fucking idiot politicians, I feel like, wasted a lot of money. Jeez, it's taking a lot of attrition. 8,000 men there. Oh, they were like halfway on the way to this region here and then they switched to this one. It doesn't matter. So we'll conclude this war here and then end the episode. Significant portions have been conquered thanks to Australia. It's great that I don't have to worry about it, but a lot of these regions haven't been converted to to castles. There's still a few tribal shit out here. It'd be good if they would fix that up over time. We've got 3,000 men. It's only got a fort level of 3.5. I don't know if we'd win. So yeah, now just waiting on these three to become Catholic, that's it. Revolt in Halland. Alright, who... levy 79 troops from... Better to get the 69,000. You can just go with that. I mean, he's still under new administration, so yeah, I don't expect much from him. Okay. Be good if they just surrender. So they've got a fort level of 1, so we should be able to take it. Well, we could. I should have waited for more morale, though. Alright, he's surrendering. Couldn't get there in time. It's gonna be like 3 days to get there. Anyway, we've taken all of this now. Oh, we didn't actually... Oh, shit. I gotta give this to Armenia, as promised. God damn, there's a new king in this area every 5 fucking minutes. Alright, with that, we'll end the episode here. So, situations, obviously, it's an unlosable situation, as long as the Empire doesn't fragment, which is pretty much impossible at this stage. We haven't had a revolt in generations. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 30 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.